Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to Counterattack. Today we are on the first of two secret maps, map 31. So this one is called Desiderium. Another word I don't know. I haven't really been looking these up, but I just find it interesting that pretty much all of the words I just have no idea what they mean. But it doesn't really matter. So this one is a bit different from the regular roster. I mean, that's something you'd probably expect in a secret map, is for it to be different in some kind of way. This map is definitely different, but I guess in a more subtle way. Like usually you'd expect the maps to be like different challenge-wise or different like design-wise, or in whatever kind of way you'd expect a secret map to be different. This one is a bit more, I guess, traditionally put together. If I had to pin it to something. Like, oh god. See, Mechadon still puts a lot of hordes of enemies in this map, believe me. I think it's like the third most... Actually, no, it isn't. It's like the fourth most populated map, which is still a lot. But yeah, so this map reminds me of like a mix between a massive, sprawling early to mid 2000s tech base with Back to Saturn X. Because like you kind of have the way that BTSX makes tech bases in this map, and then I also just feel a bit of like that mid 2000s kind of tech base feel, just like in general. And really what that combines together for me, or well, that's not the right phrasing. In my mind, what that reminds me of the most is his unfinished WAD Vinesauce. And if you've never played that WAD, I'd highly recommend you go and find it and play it. At least just for the experience, because those are some of the biggest maps I've ever played in my life. And I've played quite a few big maps. And those Vinesauce maps, there's only 3. They are some of the largest. They really are. I don't think a single map goes below 1,700 enemies. There's like 20 plus secrets in every map. They're just ginormous. And they all have this kind of tech-based style. So that's what I immediately thought of on my replay. But I think these play a bit better, because Vinesauce is kind of old. And as such, the combat is a bit more dated. I think this combat is a lot more fluid. Oh, I shouldn't have picked that up. It's a big waste. But yeah, that's what this map reminds me of a lot. As such, it's definitely different from the normal roster. And like obviously some of the maps in the regular roster, like 2 maybe, and 4 in a way, kind of remind me of Vinesauce. But I think those are like better designed. They're also shorter. They're a lot shorter. But yeah, that's just a bit of the background on this map. And this is also probably one of the more, I guess, confusing maps. Or it may be one of the harder ones to get into. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what others' opinions are of this map, but I quite like it. I really like this map. I've been kind of missing that like kind of sprawling, it's like almost suffocating like tech base feel, where everything is just so tightly packed together. Everything kind of intertwines. It's all very dense and layered. I mean, like, Counterattack already does that a little bit. but I feel like it doesn't do it as much as this map. And hopefully so far this route that you guys are seeing is working, because the first time I played this map, it definitely confused me quite a bit in terms of like where to go and like where the good stuff is, because you can be going without some good guns for quite a while in this map. So soon enough here we're going to be getting a lot more powerful, but for the time being, of course, as with a lot of counterattack, we're going to be using the shotgun for a while. But yeah, just making sure that I have all the ammo that I need. So, all right, yeah, now we can jump down here, this pit, make our way here. All right. Oh, watch out for these chain gunners. Nice. And then also want to watch out for this pain elemental right here. Make sure to rocket him before he starts getting angry. Nice. So yeah, I don't think this is a non-linear map per se. It's much more streamlined in that regard. Like you move through one path to get the next key, and then so on and so forth. So I guess in that way it's also kind of different, because really we're just kind of snaking through the entire tech base, section by section, getting keys. And that is the first key we're going to be getting pretty soon, actually. But just gotta strafe run over these gaps, and then grab this first, and then go in here, punch out the pain elemental. Very nice. So we hit the switch, and the yellow key is ours. Let's quickly grab it. Well, not quickly. It takes a while. All right. So yeah, I don't know. I just really like this map. I love how the pacing is. I love the theme. It does feel different compared to the rest of Counterattack. I don't know. You know, perhaps it's just the music. I really like this track. It's a psychedelic eyeball track that was risky as hell. Yeah, just psychedelic eyeball just makes incredible music. I really like this one. It's really driving. It's like a really motivational track. Love all the little melodies and the consistent rhythm. It's so good. Really keeps your motivation high, at least for me. Keep going. Honestly, don't think there are too many maps that Mechadon has made with psychedelic eyeball music behind it. I kind of wish there was more, because I think it's actually a pretty good combination. All right, so we want to watch out here because there are quite a few revenants behind here, so just want to start firing rockets right away. Just hope that you don't get kind of cornered back there with like 5 revenants right here. You don't want that to happen to you. But now we're actually back in the beginning area. So that's kind of what I was saying with how interconnected it is. It still definitely keeps up that classic Mechadon design flow, layout flow, and like very meticulous design. Very intricate map. So many interesting little things to look at. I still don't understand how you design areas like this. Like I've tried to like, you know, kind of doodle in the editor and make stuff like this. It's really hard. It's very hard. But anyway, so we have our first secret to get. You'll remember in map 2 there was a switch that kind of looked like this, or like a computer that looked like this. But instead of shooting it, press it. And then you just want to kill these imps first before you go in, because there's some Changunners over here that might get the best of you if the imps are firing at you as well. I guess those shotgunners already died up there. There's also some shotgunners over there, and look at this. A very welcome stash of rockets. But now we're actually going to go on a bit of a secret spree here. And we're also going to go on a bit of a tangent. Going to deviate a little bit from the mainline progression. See that in a bit. Just want to clear this out. And then I kind of want to clear this area out as well. There we go. I think this is cleared out. And then I'm not gonna drop down here because we need to do something over here. Actually need to do a lot of things over here. And you want to watch out for this Hellenite right here. Nice. Alright, so now we get to crawl in some vents. And this is another part of this map that I really like. How it contrasts between these like wide open fields to these like really claustrophobic vents, like crawling through tight, like kind of derelict spaces. Just really cool. It actually makes this map feel like a mission, like you're going on a mission. You're like infiltrating this place. But so to get the secret, which is a plasma rifle, we'll have to go over here and hit that, and then quickly... We already shoot it? I think we did. So yeah. We needed to hit that switch over here, and then quickly go back and shoot this. And that opened up a couple of things for us. Namely, this plasma, and this lift, which we can take up. Now this takes us to a completely different part of the map, which is still kind of close by, but it actually skips a bit of the mainline progression. As you can see, we're in this extremely dark area, and it kind of leads us to this crate, like shipping place. Oh, there's an Archie there. I kind of forgot about you. What are you doing? I'm just gonna leave you alone, I guess. So yeah, we can go in here next as well, but before I do that, I want to go up here because there's a secret red key. So this will come in very handy soon, but we have to get there first. Starting with also getting the blue key. Oh, hello. Get out of here. Alright. Yeah, this is the area we would have ended up in had we just continued on like normal. Yeah, we would have gone over here, through here, down this way, where all these Changunners are. But no, did it the cool way. All right, hit this, and then hit that, That'll lower a barrier above us, actually, right where we just were. Get rid of him first. All right, now we have the blue key. Very nice. Now, actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna backtrack. Over this way. And go up this lift because there's a blue door here. That I want to go through right away. And, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, get me out of there. Okay, this area is a bit dangerous. See if I can lure the Archie on here. Doesn't seem like it. What are you doing? Did you get on here? There you go. Ooh, man. Okay, that was a bit close. Guess that's one of the downsides of doing it this way, is that you kind of wake up everything in this room. But it's a small price to pay. Now we need to be careful here because there's also another Archie lurking. Oh, I woke him up. Oh, luckily he's a bit harmless. You just start shooting right away. Alright, nice. Getting rid of these guys. And I am interestingly very low on rockets. I don't know if I've just been kind of wasting them or just not picking up enough rockets, but I'm a lot lower than I usually am. Not entirely sure what happened, but oh well. I think to save ammo, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna trigger a couple of things at once. So first thing I want to do is open this with the red key card we got, and then grab this, the SSG. Maybe if I time it right. Hello? Oh, I skipped the line def somehow. So yeah, you can trigger a fight with a cyber and some hit scanners. Now, hopefully the Barons will infight with the cyber if he ever decides to shoot, which he might not. Oh, there we go. Nice. All right, they're probably gonna die, and I can just chain gun the hit scanners. Are you good? Oh, what are you doing? I thought he wasn't infighting with him. He's just like walking backwards. Like, wait, where are you going, man? Get the hell back there. I don't need you over here. Okay. That's fine, though. Now we just need to plasma this guy for a bit. I'm actually going to save a bit of ammo because I can. Oh, man, this area is really awkward. Really awkward area to fight a cyber in, I gotta say. Should probably go this way. Try to get him right down the middle. Yep, there we go. That's a lot better. All right. So this building is of much importance, as this actually leads to the secret exit. Well, we won't be going in there, of course, because we have quite a lot to do. Probably won't be back here for like another 20, 30 minutes, or not 30. It's quite a while. This map isn't that long. But I do just want to clear it out first. Come on. Poke your little head out. Be scared. There we go. And then get rid of these guys. Nice. Ugh, bastard. Should be one more. All right, nice. Then we just keep going this way. And hit this switch. And here we are in the secret exit. And we get greeted by a lovely Archie. So yeah, this is the secret exit, surrounded by a texture that kind of hints at what the next map is going to be. Won't tell you here, so that's for the next video. But anyway, we don't really need to be here. We'll be back in like 15 to 20 minutes. Now, something else interesting to keep in mind is this door. So at like the end of the map, we're gonna get a blue skull key, and we're gonna basically, after the final fight is done, we're gonna go back to find this door and then exit. But to get to the finale, we need to find the other blue door, which was back towards the beginning of the map. But luckily, it's quite easy to get over there. And it's right here. Yeah, this is where things kind of start to speed up. Start to get into some much larger firefights. And there are a lot of pinkies here. Just need to get these guys out of the way. A bit annoying. Oh. Nope. Man, you guys are annoying. Stomping, stomping, stomping. Shut up. That chain gunner, and then get you. Alright, gonna jump down here briefly for the ammo. But again, we won't be back here for like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. What we need to do is go through this way. This will lead to a switch that will lower the barriers. Alright. Oh, I forgot there's another one. This map isn't that difficult. It's definitely less difficult than a lot of Counterattack, but there are still a few scary moments. Definitely. And then I'm gonna watch out here. Oh. Yeah, that was a little tight. But it's all good. And then the final secret is here. Just a box of, or not a box, just a cell pack. Very useful, very lovely. Okay. We've got another tight kind of crawl space to go through. I really like these parts. I don't know why. I typically don't like stuff like this, but it's like properly atmospheric, and it's contrasted with a lot of wide open areas and like very breathable areas as well. Like, it's just very carefully designed. Very good design choices. But anyway. So yep, now we have access to that fight. But we've got to deal with some other things first. Like that bastard that woke up. Over this way. Let's see if I can block him. Nice. Come on, come back. I'm not done with you. There we go. And we can grab this soul sphere. A bit more ammo. All right, nice. So you want to watch out over here because there are 6 chain gunners on each side that have woken up. Hello? Oh, there we go. Right. And 6 more this way. Nice. Cool. Now we can finally go into here, and as soon as we drop down, the fight's gonna start. And as you might expect, it's just a bunch of cacos with a couple of pain elementals. Mech in his love of tomatoes and meatballs strikes again. Nothing too crazy. It's more just the warm-up for the rest of this part of the map. All right. Get rid of these guys. And hit the switches inside here. And we can keep moving. And actually, we're back in one of the first areas we visited, which I just love how everything kind of connects and makes sense after you complete the map. Like, everything just kind of unfolds into each other, and the map just becomes one giant circuit that you move through. Just again, just like a classic Mechadon design style. I think there should be one more Spectre. There he is. All right. Now we're in a particularly a particularly nasty section. We want to be quick. BFG this guy. Grab his stuff. BFG that guy. Recharge our rad suits. Kill the pain elementals. And then run up here. BFG the chain gunners. Then finish off another pack of tomatoes and meatballs. All right, there we go. Yeah, things definitely start to pick up towards the end, which I like. That's something that I didn't really like about Velopax, is that it felt a bit too much like the beginning of this map, but just drawn out to like way too long. Like I think that is like basically the upper limit that I'll ever have for tech bases. Again, you'll have to play that WOD to see what I mean. But now I've got another sort of tricky section. So I think once we grab this plasma, there's going to be, there are revenants behind this structure, and then there are 3 Archies, which, yep, as I suspected, come out of here. Nice. For the longest time, I had no idea where those guys came from, but it's good that I figured that out, because they can definitely light you up. Okay. So now we're really close to the blue skull key. Just need to hit this switch and head through here. Oh, thought you died. Alright, nice. I think at this point, another ambush will have Started. Yep, another another pack of tomatoes and meatballs. I don't know. I love that Mechadon loves cacos. They're such an adorable enemy. They're definitely one of the like most classic Doom enemies. That, the Archvile, the Revenant. So many great enemies. Timeless enemies. Where are you? I think that's everyone. Nope, nope. One more bastard. Okay, there we go. I think that's everyone. So now we are on our way towards the final fight. So also there's this door here. This takes us back to the secret exit area, so we don't need to go over there right now. All right. You want to watch out for this Archie right here. Just be aware of him. All right, here we are. Get full health and armor for this fight. Now, this is a pretty hectic fight. A lot goes on here. So essentially, once we hit this switch, there's going to be a bunch of ammo that spawns and power-ups that lower from these, and then out of the corners of this arena, just a bunch of crap is going to spawn, and we're just going to BFG all of it. That is the plan. Simple yet effective plan. So, here they come. Some of these sides are more important than others, as you can see. Some of them have revenants that I'd very much like to kill ASAP. Ow. Well, that'll happen. Alright, I think it's time for a Mega Armor. Keep running. You have so much ammo here that, oh, hold on. Need to run to this. Okay, we're good. So yeah, you have so much ammo here that even if you run out of cells, there should be at least a couple more lying on the floor. Right. Let's have a couple more enemies. Should be at 755 after this is done. All right, there we go. Now we just hit these switches and kill the 3 Archviles standing on the exit. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. That's map 31. Now, we aren't going to take this exit, though. We need to go back to the secret exit, but luckily it's easy to get to. It's more or less just a straight shot through this side of the base. Yeah, once this map clicked with me design-wise, I loved it so much more. I mean, I already thought this was a really good map, but yeah, this is just really fun. I love the kind of journey it takes you on. It makes you feel like you're on an actual mission to kind of infiltrate a base. Yeah. Off to map 32. There we go. That is Desiderium, map 31. That was really fun. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on map 32. Bye-bye.